What alcohol promises, it takes away so much more. And what alcohol-free gives you, it gives you 1,000 times more. My relationships blossomed at home. I was fit again, healthy again. My sparkle would come back again. It was just such a transformational experience that I thought I've got to share this.
That's Andy Ramage, a pioneer in the alcohol-free space, has helped millions of people, and someone that I had the privilege of training with to be a certified coach, right? Here's the truth. I first came across Andy back in 2018 when I discovered 1 year no beer, and that was the first time I really started to question the role that alcohol was playing in my life. And fast forward to now, not only am I years alcohol free, I'm coaching other high performing men through the same transition. Okay, and it's not just from theory, this is from lived experience and world class training as well. So in this video, I'm going to unpack the fallacy that most men believe about alcohol, why a 90-day tactical break works, and the real shift in confidence, energy and leadership as well, and how I've seen firsthand guys go from dreading meetings to running them. And not only running meetings, running marathons as well. So let's get into it. Here is the fallacy. Alcohol is a reward, a treat, a rite of passage. But if you're a high performer in your 40s, I would hazard a guess that the one thing that's quietly fucking up your energy, your clarity, and therefore your progress is alcohol. We're sold the idea that alcohol is how you relax, how you connect, how you take the edge off. But when you take a moment to zoom out and you realize that you are suffering from poor sleep, low energy, creeping anxiety, and that familiar Sunday night dread, and you've got zero consistency with your lifestyle and what you actually want in life, you realize that it's not a reward, it's a handbrake, right? And most guys don't realize how heavy that handbrake actually is until they take it off. And let's be honest, men in their 40s are quietly suffering anyway. Midlife burnout, constant pressure, trying to hold it all together, and alcohol becomes like a pressure valve, okay? And stats are showing that alcohol use peaks in midlife as well, and dependency risk can actually climb sharply between the ages of 40 and 49. But no one talks about it, we just joke. Wine o'clock, dad's got the beers in, just one more, sneaky one for the road, all masking the fact that we feel like absolute shit on Monday to Friday. And that is why I suggest a 90-day tactical break. Not forever, not dramatic, just a clean reset. 90 days without alcohol on the table to recalibrate your brain, your body, and start to shift your beliefs. Because when you remove the fog, you start to see clearly who you are without it. A lot of guys feel awkward, even embarrassed, when they start talking about alcohol-free. But one of the guys in my group said this the other day, and it really landed. He said, I don't feel embarrassed now. I feel like someone who's recovered and have made powerful choices, and I'm proud of that. That is the shift. You go from limitation to leadership, from outsider to outlier, and inside onto, I'm seeing a clear pattern. The men who are leveling up the fastest, they've all taken ownership of their relationship with alcohol. One client used to dread Monday meetings, and now he's leading them with clarity and with confidence. Another went from boozy weekends to running marathons on weekends. The stories are stacking up and the momentum is unstoppable. These are not slogans, these are men investing in themselves and doing the work. And guess what? They're getting results. And as for me, I made the move with alcohol back in 2018 when I first came across Andy. My career went from strength to strength. Going alcohol-free gave me clarity and it gave me confidence. And it's enabled me to make the boldest move, walking away from the corporate world and building onto from the ground up. Would I be here now if I had continued boozing all those years ago? I'm not sure. You know, I'd been running for years. I was the odd half marathon here and there, the occasional 10K, remove alcohol and step up to Ironman ultras. Even now after 40, my PB continued to tumble, right? And it wasn't about training harder, it was just about training more clearly and consistently. My relationships as well, I don't check out anymore. I check in, I'm more present at home with my wife and the kids. I lead at home, I don't just react. And confidence, I don't drink to feel comfortable in any room. Okay, I trust myself fully, whether it's in business, whether it's in coaching, or whether it's at the gym, I back myself completely now. And here is the truth. Most guys still think that alcohol gives them confidence. No, it's a shortcut, it's a false signal and a fake foundation. Confidence built on booze is basically counterfeit. Okay, real confidence is built in the hard work that no one really wants to do. Saying no, waking up early, keeping your promises, following through when no one's watching. That's how you build unshakable trust in yourself. And that changes everything. Okay, so here's the challenge. Try the 90-day tactical break. Make it yours and make it tactical. Okay, you don't need to label yourself. You don't need to announce it. You just need to see what happens when that fog starts to lift. Because if you're in your 40s and you're serious about life and preserving your energy and your legacy, then maybe, just maybe, the bravest thing that you can actually do is stop drinking. If this hits home, subscribe, because this channel is going to be for high-performing men who want more from themselves and more from their lives. And if you want to work with me direct, you can do. You can find the link below as well. Otherwise, I'll see you in the next one.